Hey everyone! So you know those nights when you just want to unwind with something that won't stress you out? Today, I'm sharing 10 games that genuinely help me relax after a long day. These aren't just cute games, they're experiences that stick with you. Whether you're playing on your current Switch or Switch 2, these titles are absolute must-plays. Let's dive right in. Spiritfarer had me managing a boat for spirits crossing to the afterlife, and honestly, I wasn't ready for how emotional this journey would be. You play as Stella, a fairy master who builds homes, cooks meals, and tends gardens for ghost passengers, each with their own personalities and stories. The gameplay loop is incredibly satisfying. You're platforming between islands, gathering resources, crafting items, and upgrading your boat into this massive floating village. What got me was how each spirit represents someone dealing with death and acceptance, and when it's time for them to pass on, you physically row them through a gate. The hand-drawn animation is gorgeous, the music hits perfectly during those quiet sailing moments, and the farming and crafting mechanics kept me busy for hours. It's like Animal Crossing meets a heartfelt meditation on mortality, and I found myself genuinely caring about these characters, making their favorite dishes and decorating their rooms just right. Gris doesn't have any dialogue, enemies, or fail states. It's pure visual poetry that uses color and movement to tell its story. You guide a young girl through a world that's lost its color, representing her journey through grief and emotional trauma. And as you progress, colors gradually return to the environment. The platforming is simple, but feels amazing. You gain new abilities like turning into a heavy block to smash through floors, or transforming into a bird-like form to double jump. And these powers open up the beautifully watercolor-painted landscapes. Each area represents a different emotional state, with its own color palette and challenges, from crumbling architecture to underwater sequences, all accompanied by this hauntingly beautiful piano score. I spent so much time just standing still looking at the scenery, because every frame could be a painting. The game respects your time at around 3 to 4 hours, never overstays its welcome, and builds to this cathartic finale that had me sitting in silence afterward. Snufkin, Melody of Moominvalley. This one surprised me because I wasn't familiar with the Moomin universe, but Snufkin quickly became one of my favorite cozy experiences this year. You play as Snufkin, returning to Moominvalley in spring, and your main goal is to restore harmony to nature by removing park keeper inspectors who've set up restrictive signs everywhere. The gameplay centers around stealth-light mechanics where you observe patrol patterns, distract inspectors with thrown objects, and sneak past them to tear down their signs, but it's never stressful, just thoughtfully paced. Between these sections, you're exploring the valley, fishing in rivers, playing melodies on your harmonica that affect the environment and solve puzzles, and helping quirky Moomin characters with their problems. The art style nails that Nordic storybook aesthetic with soft colors and gentle animations, and the soundtrack is full of these folksy tunes that made me want to grab a real harmonica. Blueprints offers a cozy puzzle adventure that feels both mysterious and relaxing, built around the strange halls of the ever-shifting Mount Holly Manor. You step into the role of Simon P. Jones, an heir tasked with uncovering the secret Room 46, hidden somewhere inside the mansion. The twist is that the house constantly rearranges itself, turning every exploration into a fresh, strategic puzzle. Each time you open a door, you choose which room blueprint appears next, gradually building your own path through the estate while searching for clues, tools, and hidden secrets. Movement is limited by a step system, so every decision matters, encouraging thoughtful planning rather than rushing ahead. When a run ends, the manor resets, but the knowledge you gained stays with you, slowly revealing deeper layers of the mansion's mystery. With its calm pacing, clever puzzles, and a story uncovered through notes and environmental clues, Blueprints creates a uniquely immersive experience where curiosity and observation drive the entire adventure. Cozy Caravan delivers a charming life sim adventure centered around travel, creativity, and helping small communities across a colorful countryside. You play as an adorable animal traveler moving from village to village in a customizable caravan that serves as both your home and workshop on wheels. The core gameplay revolves around gathering ingredients, crafting useful items, and preparing delicious dishes that you can sell during lively market days. Along the journey, you meet friendly villagers who offer quests, share recipes, and slowly open new opportunities as you build relationships. Exploration plays a big role, with peaceful landscapes filled with resources to collect and secrets to discover. Instead of combat or high-pressure challenges, the experience focuses on relaxing routines like cooking, crafting, trading, and improving your caravan for the next destination. With its gentle pacing, colorful world, and rewarding progression, Cozy Caravan creates a warm, road trip-style adventure where every stop brings new characters, stories, and cozy moments to enjoy. Rune Factory Guardians of Azuma takes the farming RPG hybrid formula and gives it a Japanese-inspired makeover that feels fresh. You're rebuilding a village in the eastern land of Azuma, while also exploring dungeons, fighting monsters, and yes, farming the land to grow crops and raise animals. The combat is real-time action RPG stuff. You're swinging swords, casting magic, and taming monsters to fight alongside you. But it never feels grindy because you can tackle it at your own pace. What I appreciate is how interconnected everything is. Crops you grow can be cooked into stat-boosting meals. Monsters you befriend can help on your farm, and materials from dungeons upgrade your tools and weapons. The relationship system lets you befriend and romance characters in your village, each with their own schedules, personalities, and storylines to discover. The new Japanese setting brings festivals, architecture, and cultural elements that differentiate it from previous Rune Factory games, while keeping that same addictive, just one more day energy.
Long and perilous journey, but the fate of this land rests upon your shoulders.
My life force is all but spent.
Animal Well is this atmospheric exploration game that doesn't hold your hand at all, and I mean that in the best way. You're a small blob creature waking up in this vast, interconnected world filled with strange animals, hidden passages, and environmental puzzles that require serious observation and experimentation. The pixel art is incredibly detailed, with lighting effects that make everything feel mysterious and alive. Shadows move, water reflects realistically, and the background layers create this sense of depth I haven't seen in many 2D games. There's no combat, just exploration and puzzle solving using items like a bubble wand, a yo-yo, and a frisbee in ways that constantly surprised me. The game has this Metroidvania structure where you're backtracking with new items to access previously blocked areas, but it's all about discovery rather than fighting bosses. What blew my mind was the layered secret system. There are puzzles within puzzles, hidden codes, and mysteries that go way deeper than you'd expect. Unpacking is one of those games where the premise sounds simple, until you're 3 hours in, getting emotional about dish placement. You're literally just unpacking boxes and arranging items in various rooms across different stages of someone's life, from childhood bedroom to college dorm to adult apartments. There's no dialogue or text-based story, but you piece together the narrative through the objects themselves, what they keep, what's new, what's missing, and the spaces they're moving into. The gameplay is meditative and tactile. Click an item, rotate it, find the perfect spot, and hear that satisfying click when it's placed correctly. Each level is a new home in a new life chapter, and you start noticing details like relationship dynamics through whose stuff appears, career changes through new equipment, and personal growth through the evolution of belongings. Firewatch puts you in the boots of Henry, a guy escaping his problems by taking a fire lookout job in the Wyoming wilderness during the summer of 1989. Your only contact is Delilah, your supervisor, who you talk to via radio. And the voice acting between these two characters is some of the best I've experienced. It feels like real, natural conversation. The gameplay is first-person exploration, where you hike through this gorgeous, stylized forest, investigating strange occurrences like cut communication lines and mysterious figures in the woods, all while your relationship with Delilah develops through dialogue choices. The art direction uses this warm, painterly style with vibrant oranges and yellows that make the forest feel both beautiful and slightly unsettling. What got me was how the game deals with running away from problems versus facing them. Henry's backstory unfolds through his interactions, and you realize this mystery he's trying to solve might be a distraction from his real life.
That brief introduction is not a big shock. Ouch. I'll chalk that up to you being tired and grumpy.
Well, I'd better get some sleep then.
Stardew Valley is the ultimate cozy game, and it's not even close for me. You inherit your grandfather's old farm in Pelican Town and transform it from an overgrown mess into whatever you want. A crop empire, a fishing paradise, an animal ranch, or a winemaking operation. The gameplay loop is endlessly satisfying. Plant and water crops, tend to animals, explore the mines for resources and combat, fish in different locations and seasons, and build relationships with the 12 romanceable villagers and tons of other townspeople. What makes it special is the freedom. You can ignore farming entirely and just fish, or focus on completing the community center bundles, or try to make millions, or just decorate your house. Every villager has heart events that unlock as you befriend them, revealing their stories, dreams, and struggles in ways that made me genuinely care about these pixel people. Octopath Traveler 0 blends classic JRPG adventure with a surprisingly cozy sense of progression, set in the beautifully stylized HD 2D world of Orstera. Instead of following a fixed hero, the journey begins with a customizable protagonist whose hometown, Wishvale, is destroyed, setting the stage for a long quest of exploration and rebuilding. As you travel across towns, forests, and dangerous dungeons, you recruit allies, uncover personal stories, and slowly gather the strength needed to restore your community. Combat keeps the series' signature turn-based system with the strategic break and boost mechanics, where discovering enemy weaknesses and timing powerful attacks becomes key to victory. Battles also expand the tactical depth by allowing larger party formations that can switch positions during fights. Beyond combat, rebuilding Wishvale adds a rewarding layer of progression, letting you place buildings, unlock resources, and watch the town grow over time.
Let's end this.
This is our chance. I've got it! Be strong. Time to
A short hike is one of those games that feels like a warm hug wrapped in a 3-hour package. You play as Claire, a little bird visiting Hawk Peak Provincial Park, and your goal is simple: hike to the summit to get cell reception for an important call. The world is this small island full of trails, beaches, forests, and cliffs, all rendered in this cozy, pixelated style, with optional screen filters that make it look like you're playing on a CRT. The genius is in the movement. You collect golden feathers throughout the island that increase your stamina, letting you climb higher, glide farther, and explore more freely. So there's constant progression, even in this tiny map. You can just beeline to the top in 30 minutes, or you can spend hours talking to the animal characters you meet. A rabbit who needs help with a race, a turtle painting landscapes, a parkgoer who lost their headband, and each interaction is genuinely charming and funny. Animal Crossing: New Horizons is the game that got millions through 2020, and it's still the ultimate cozy life sim experience. You move to a deserted island and gradually transform it into your personal paradise by gathering resources, crafting furniture, planting trees and flowers, and inviting animal villagers to move in. The real-time clock syncs with your actual day and season, so the game changes throughout the year with events like Cherry Blossom Season, Summer Fireworks, Halloween, and Toy Day, making it feel alive and worth checking daily. The gameplay loop is pure comfort. Shake trees for fruit and wood, catch bugs and fish to donate to the museum or sell for bells, design custom patterns for clothes and paths, and arrange furniture inside your house and across your island with incredible freedom. The villager personalities range from cranky to peppy, and building relationships through daily conversations and gift-giving never got old for me, especially when you find your favorites. Story of Seasons Grand Bazaar offers a cozy farming adventure set in the peaceful mountain town of Zephyrtown, where your goal is not just to build a successful farm, but to help revive the town's once famous marketplace. Daily life revolves around planting crops, raising animals, fishing, and gathering materials across the countryside, slowly turning your small farm into a thriving source of goods. The highlight of the experience is the lively weekly bazaar, where instead of simply shipping items, you open your own stall and personally sell your harvest dishes and crafted products to visiting customers. Managing your stand, attracting buyers, and improving the reputation of the market adds a fun twist to the traditional farming formula. Windmills around town allow you to process ingredients into more valuable items, encouraging smart planning between farming and crafting. Pokémon Pokopia takes the Pokémon world in a cozy new direction, focusing on creativity, exploration, and living alongside Pokémon rather than battling them. The adventure follows a unique protagonist, a Ditto that transforms into a human, who arrives in a quiet region with the goal of restoring it into a thriving home for Pokémon. Gameplay revolves around gathering materials, crafting furniture, planting crops, and designing habitats that attract different Pokémon species. Each creature has its own preferences, encouraging players to experiment with layouts and environments to make the land more welcoming. As friendships grow, Pokémon can assist with special abilities inspired by their moves, helping water crops, grow plants, or clear obstacles across the landscape. Exploration unfolds across diverse biomes, with a relaxing day and night cycle, slowly revealing new Pokémon and opportunities as your settlement expands. And there you have it, 15 games that prove cozy doesn't mean boring. Drop a comment telling me which one you're trying first, or if I missed your favorite cozy game that deserves more love. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.